Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back with another Viking Orations. Got another review for you today, and this time around I'm going to be talking to you about the latest release from the band Vomit Forth, entitled simply Promo 2021. Yeah, if you're not familiar with this band, they are a four-piece brutal death metal band out of Connecticut that have been around since at least 2018, featuring Kane Galaznik on vocals, Nick Herman on drums, Ricky Brayall handling the guitars, and Tyler Bidwell on bass. And I'm sorry if I accidentally mispronounced any of your last names. But yeah, this is the band's second demo put out on Maggot Stomp. It is 3 tracks, clocks in just under 8 minutes in length. They did have a previous demo, self-titled, back in 2018, as well as 2 previous EPs, Inherent Laceration from 2018, which is how I was introduced to the band, and also Northeastern Deprivation, which came out in 2019. And this EP is really just a preview of their forthcoming Maggot Stomp release entitled Seething Malevolence. And I gotta say, if that release is gonna be anything like this little promo, we're in for a real treat. The opening track of this, Predatory Savior, just wastes no time hitting you with the blast beats and the heavy, chunky guitar riffs. The guitars overall have a nice heavy tone to them with a slightly dirty feel. And they just pummel you with this mix of fast-paced riffs, chugged riffs, and some pinch harmonics in there. Lots of moments where things just settle to a nice headbangable section, which I know you probably hear me say that word a lot, headbangable, but it's just easier to, the easiest way I can think of to describe, a riff or a section of a song where you're just like, it just makes you want to do that. The bass isn't super high in the mix. It tends to kind of stick to the background, giving the songs, still a solid backbone, I think. The opening track, at about 43 seconds in, you do get kind of a brief moment for the bass to really shine through the mix, and you can see that it has that thick, fuzzy, almost Mortician-esque style tone to it, which I absolutely love. The drum production on this is really good, I think. The snare has a nice snap to it, and I like the sound of the kick drums a lot on here. I love the double bass work that that Nick does on here. He does a lot of really good blast beats, and then just overall just a really solid, I think, performance on this entire EP. Let's see here. The vocals. Oh, love the vocals on here. They're a mix of low growls with these higher, almost very maniacal sounding screams. And even a few parts where they're more of like a shout/roar more than they are a growl. Track 1 at about 58 seconds in, and again about a minute and 30. His delivery kind of reminds me of the song Heavy Mileage Meth Face by Cheese Grater Masturbation. I mean, that was the first thing that I thought when I was hearing that. I was like that, just that whole way he delivers those lines at those parts, that's just what I was thinking of. Then you go to track 2, Ill Neglect, which is a really solid Brutal Truth cover. He does these really sick growls at about the 2-minute mark that kind of remind me of Raw Sewage from Impaled, and he sounds real badass here, I have to say. And the only other thing that really kind of stood out to me is track 3, the last song, Tortured Sacrament, at about the 1:08 mark, and then again about 1:40. Things slow down to this really slow, heavier style riff and drum beat, with this really low death growl over the top that's just sick sounding. And in between those two sections of when that occurs, things kind of kick back into gear with such, again, a headbangable, just chugging riff section that I really love, and then just ends the track with that same style riff that I absolutely thought was badass. Overall, a really solid promo that has me very anxious for this next release, I have to say. It's heavy, yet it has that little bit of catchiness to it that doesn't affect the overall brutality of the whole thing. And great vocals, really solid musicianship. It just makes it, I think it makes it definitely worth checking out. I will leave a link down below so you can listen to it for yourself and, support the band. I can't remember exactly when the next release is coming. I just know that it will be put out on Maggot Stomp, and I am keeping my eyes peeled not only to the Vomit Forth Facebook page, but also Maggot Stomp's finally get a release date, and hopefully, from what I understand, they're actually going to be putting out physical releases of this promo, so I will definitely be picking that one up if they do. Solid 9 out of 10 from me on this, so go check it out, support the band, support Maggot Stomp, and until next time, stay brutal.